My boss, Bartholomew Higgins, had a rule: no late reports or you're docked $20. I knew his rule would be his downfall. Bartholomew's exact rule was, any report submitted even 1 minute past 5 p.m. will incur a $20 deduction from your paycheck. He enforced it with chilling precision. First, there was poor old David Miller. His report was 3 minutes late. Bartholomew looked him dead in the eye and said, "Rule is rule, David." He was docked $20. Then, Sarah Chen, whose report was only 15 seconds over, faced the same cold sentence. 15 seconds is still late, Sarah. $20. Bartholomew's insistence on the rule was driven by a need for control, a classic example of authoritarian personality. I was terrified. I had a mortgage and bills, and a missed payment would lead to late fees and damage my credit score. My own report was a high-stakes investigation on the TASS Russian news agency. Failure was not an option. I knew I needed to be prepared. So I started arriving at the office at 8 o'clock a.m. to work rather than my usual 9 o'clock m. I printed multiple drafts, time-stamping them as I made revisions. I saved every email, every text, every note. I had everything ready to go by 4 o'clock p.m. I wasn't taking any chances. The clock ticked towards the deadline. 4:50 p.m. I saw my colleagues all hovering near their computers, their faces etched with anxiety. 4:55 p.m. I could feel my pulse quicken as the deadline approached. 4:59 p.m. My report was ready, just waiting for the clock to strike 5. Where was Bartholomew? 5 o'clock p.m. No Bartholomew. 5:01 p.m. The seconds stretched into an eternity. Bartholomew was nowhere to be seen. Minutes dragged by, each one a hammer blow to my fragile hope. The tension in the office was palpable. 5:10 p.m. Still nothing. Finally, at 5:15 p.m., Bartholomew strolled in, his face red, a sheepish look on his face. "Sorry I'm late, guys. Traffic was a nightmare." I immediately walked over to him, holding up my copy of the company handbook. Section 3.4, Bartholomew, no exceptions. It seems you've just violated your own rule. Several of my coworkers, having anticipated this moment, began filming with their phones. Just then, the company's HR director, Eleanor Blake, arrived, holding a printout. "Bartholomew, I have the security footage time-stamped. You arrived 15 minutes late," she stated flatly. The consequence was clear: $20 from his paycheck. We were all witnessing a perfect example of the principle of reciprocity.